This has to be a mistake. At 1100 hours, all primary Sony systems were secure.
They were, sir. Only civilian sectors were affected. Internet. People lose their game saves. That sort of thing. But then a few minutes ago, we got word that PSN is completely down.
We thought it was a communications error, but now it looks like the virus.
Sir, Alaska is down.
What?
Signals from all of our satellites are scrambled beyond recognition.
Can people at least watch the tester or their Blu-ray movies?
We not sure. We lost contact.
Dear God. So you're telling me Sony Corp is completely open to an attack?
Theoretically speaking, we could be under attack already, but we only have reported problems with the fat, pregnant-looking PlayStations, not the Slims.
Who's doing this? Foreign power? Microsoft? Nintendo? Some nerd hacker in his garage? You know what? I bet it's that Major Nelson fellow. He smiles way too much. He's gotta be in on this.
It's like nothing we've seen before. It keeps growing and changing and evolving, like it has a mind of its own.
This can't be happening.
Sir, the gentleman is on the secure line.
Brewster.
I'm hoping you have some kind of solution for us.
I know what you're looking for, sir, but Sony is not ready for a system-wide connection.
That's not what I'm reading on these forums. Kotaku and IGN.com have pictures of Xbox fanboys dancing in the streets. Now, I understand there's a certain amount of performance anxiety over there, but your boys are saying if we plug Skynet into all our systems, it'll squash this thing like a bug and give me back control of Sony.
Mr. Chairman, I have to make myself very clear. If we uplink now, Skynet will be in control of Sony.
But you'll be in control of Skynet, right?
That is correct, sir.
Then do it. And Brewster, if this works, I'll make sure you get an early copy of Uncharted 3.
Thank you, sir.
Shall I execute, sir?
No. It's my job now.
Skynet defense system now activated.
What is that sound?
What sound? I don't hear anything.
It sounds like gunfire to me.
So, what do we do while we wait? Okay, well, does anybody have a beta key for StarCraft 2? Okay, that's a no. Did anybody bring a Wii to work, maybe? Nobody? Anybody have a Wii?
I brought my Wii, sir, and Smash Brothers Brawl.
Susan, my dear, that was a test. And you just failed. I'm sorry, but you're fired. This is a Wii-free zone. You should know that. Go to your desk, clean your stuff out, right now. Okay, what about an Xbox? Anybody brought their Xbox today?
This isn't another test, is it?
No, this is not a test.
Good, because I have mine. I bring it every day just in case.
Good, let's fire this puppy up. Let's go.
Super Nintendo FTW!
We all want to be on TV, we all want to be in movies. The thing that would rack my brain is how do I go from working a regular job to frickin' movie star? It wasn't until I met Chris Brown and saw how girls acted around this dude that I was kind of like, you know what, I think I need to be on camera. I got a call one day to come in and audition, and the first thing they tell me was, listen, there's this project, there's this major female movie star attached. Let's just call her Natalie Portman. Not really Natalie Portman though. All y'all need to know is I had the hugest crush on this girl. Since the first movie I seen her in, done. So when I heard she was attached to this project already, I was like, I don't even care. Let's go. So the audition day comes along, I go to the audition, walk into the room, the writer's there, the producer's there, the cameraman's there, and they're just like, alright Swooz, whenever you're ready, just go. I act out the scene, leave, and go home. And about an hour later, I get a call from my agent, Arlita, and she goes, what happened? What do you mean what happened? They loved you! They did? Like, they're all about you right now. They want you to come back on Thursday to do a chemistry test and do the same kissing scene that you did today, but with Natalie. Thursday comes. jump in the Uber. I get to the audition, walk in, boom, Natalie Portman, right frickin' there. And you gotta act like it's whatever. Same people are there, producer, writer, cameraman. I'm there like gargling Listerine, I'm ready. So the producer comes up and she's like, okay, you guys get on the couch and do the scene and play all the way up, but stop right before the kiss. And I'm like, dang it, so close. Okay, we're rolling, swooze. Whenever you're ready, just go. I do all my lines, she does her lines, and it's time for the kiss, and she starts leaning in. Our lips are about to touch, and I'm like, yo, this is about to go down, son. The cameraman is there zooming in, and boom, she pulls away, like legit as our lips touch. And I'm like, dang it! I brushed my teeth today for nothing. So the audition's over, I leave. A few days later, I'm in an Uber, and my phone rings. It's Arlita. You killed it, dude! They want you. Like, they're offering you the role right now. Take it. Hold on, Jason. Jason's calling. Jason, you're on. This is huge. I'm bringing the champagne. Where are we partying at? They sent me the script 10 seconds ago. I read the entire thing. You understand you have a love scene, right? Excuse me? A love scene? A what? A love scene? Check your email. Let me know when you get to page 50. So I get to the scene, and in the script it says, we're making out. It's a funny scene. We're at a party, and we're hooking up in front of the entire room full of people. We're knocking over furniture. Everybody's filming us. And the last sentence of the description in the script says, they're going at it so aggressively, it's porn with their clothes on. And I instantly look up and rip my shirt off like, but then I start thinking like, yo, low frequency, high frequency, I heard that people prepare for this stuff. Like, you know, they say, hey, let's have coffee. And while they're having coffee, they say, let's go back to my place and go over our lines. And then... So the next day, I get a call from Arlita, and she's like, okay, Swooze, I got an update. It's kinda not good. All right, they need you in this nameless city for 8 days, and they're only gonna give you $5,000, which is terrible because they got a really big budget for this production. And I'm kinda like, but I get to make out with Natalie Portman though. Seems to me that they know you haven't been in a bunch of movies, so they're lowballing you big time. But I'm gonna suggest that we push back. Yeah, push back, hang up, she calls them. A few hours later, she calls me back. Swooze, okay, here's where we're at. It's not good. Originally, they wanted you for 8 days. I pushed. They said now they need you for a month. And now they're only gonna pay you $8,500 instead of $5,000. And I'm like, what? Double the days and not double the monies? And they specifically said they're not paying you to promote the movie in any way. So they're not paying you to tweet, to Snapchat, Instagram, or vlog. Again, they're lowballing you because they know you're going to be so excited to be on set that you're going to be doing that stuff anyway. So they're just trying to get you to do it for free. They're trying to play you. I don't like it. But like porn with clothes on. Let's just take a few seconds to reflect. So we get Jason on the phone, and he's like, I don't like how they're handling this right now. Their budget is way too big to be giving you $8,000. That's almost insulting. I say we pass. I was so close in the audition. Jason, I was this close to kissing her. I've been training my whole life for this moment. So yeah, we passed on it. They would have paid me to hook up with this girl. Now I'm back to just... I'm on the guard stand. These two girls come out looking so sexy. I get bumped off the guard stand and I start picking up towels and I make my way over to these girls. One is named Nikki and the other one is named Dee. But I'm trying to holler at Nikki. I start talking to these girls for like 15 minutes. Then I'm like, hey, y'all want anything? Like, it's on me. Water, Shirley Temple, some champagne and dinner in front of the fireplace. Like, whatever y'all need, I got you. But we'll take 2 Shirley Temples. I come back with these drinks, there's some random dudes sitting next to them trying to spit game. I'm thinking to myself, I hope you ain't trying to holler at the same girl I'm trying to holler at, bruh. Cause I can make you disappear. I'm fresh out. I know people that know people. And I'll make it look like an accident too. When the cops show up and start asking questions, I'd be like, officer, we was all hanging out. I looked down at my phone, I look up, he stabbed himself. The stab wound was in his back. The dude slipped and fell backwards on a knife. There's 47 stab wounds in his back though. He's a clumsy dude, I don't know. My shift's over, I go to wardrobe, change into my street clothes, and then go back out to the pool deck. Now just doing that alone, I can get written up for. No fraternizing with the guests. Next day comes. These girls are by the pool deck all day long. So same deal. Whenever I get free time, I go over and talk. Me, Danny, D, and Nikki. My shift's over, street clothes, back out to the pool deck. See, here's the thing. Up until this point, I've never hooked up with a guest. I'm not trying to get fired over smooching with this girl. We're all chilling out next to a cabana. All of a sudden, D and Dan start going at it. And Nikki's sitting there like, so yeah, this is actually our last night here. We're leaving tomorrow morning. My parents, they came with us. They got other places they need to go. You came with your parents? Thought y'all came here like by yourself. I gotta kiss this girl, but I can't do it out here on the pool deck. Hard Rock got cameras out the butt. So I'm like, yo, let me walk you to your room one time. So I snatch her up, I walk her around the corner to the stairwell. We walk up about 3 floors, and then she stops and leans up against the wall and just looks at me like, what's up? And I start moving in, and I get closer and closer, and she closes her eyes, and I close my eyes, and I kind of just lean there next to her like an idiot. I'm just leaning next to her for a good like 4 minutes. And then I took her back to her room. Next day, I had to work at 2 p.m. At 11 o'clock, jump in my car, drive to work. I look to my left as soon as I walk out onto the pool deck. First table next to me, Nikki and Nikki's mom and dad. I'm like, yo, y'all got room for one more? I look at Nikki, and she is triggered. Then she goes, I'm going to the bathroom. D, come with me. And that's another thing, why do girls always go to the bathroom together? That's always confused me. Are all public restrooms for ladies escape rooms? And it's like a puzzle where you need 2 or 3 people to figure out how to escape? Anyways, the girls go off, so it's me, Dan, and the parents. And the dad looks at me and he goes, so, I understand you've been canoodling with my daughter the last few days. And I start getting scared. I'm looking at all the exits, because he knows I work here. I can't think of a scenario where he finishes this sentence and it ends positively. So then he looks at me and he goes, why didn't you kiss my daughter last night? Wait. What dad says this? And I give it a few more seconds to see if he's gonna be like, haha, just kidding. This dude is dead serious. And I look to the mom for help, and she ain't trying to help me. She has her hands on her hips like, what kind of freaky family is this? Wait, well, sir, it's just the good guy complex. We leave in 30 minutes.
Throw the nice guy out the window, because I'm not about to be on the plane for the next 4 hours with my daughter, all moody and depressed and sad.
So Nikki and Dee come back and they sit down. So I walk Nikki up to the lobby. Probably the worst place I could have taken her because everybody at front desk knows me. The GM walks through here all the time. Like, I shouldn't even be seen in regular clothes hanging out with guests. Danny and Dee find us and they sit next to us, and as soon as they sit down, they're rolling over us. Danny's feet are like in my face. I'm like pushing his feet out of my face as they make out. They're just going at it. Me and Nikki are just sitting here in silence because I'm nervous AF and scared too. I'm cold. Never kissed a girl before. And the dad walks into the lobby. Where's my daughter and that boy? How much you wanna bet that yellow turd ain't even kissed her yet? Dolores, fetch me my shotgun. He's mean mugging me. The dad gets in the line for front desk, waiting to check out. So I look at Nikki and I'm like, Nikki, let's take a walk. We start walking. I glance up and I make eye contact with her dad, and he mouths the words, "You better kiss her." Dad is gonna kill me if I don't make out with his daughter. When you pass front desk off to the right, they have these rooms, and they're phone booths, but they're like rooms with just a single phone in it and one tiny little light. Take her in there, grab her, pin her up against the wall, boom. Oh my god, her lips were so soft, y'all. Oh my god. You know when you go to Krispy Kreme and you catch the glazed donuts right off the production line when they pour that hot glaze right on and you bite into it? That's exactly what it was like. My female friends hit me up and they tell me these stories about how they flirted their way out of speeding tickets, and I hear these stories often. And if you're a guy watching this video, you can probably relate to me when I say, I don't get chances to flirt when I get pulled over. Plus I'm black. Ain't no flirting out of nothing. I get a call from my friend Wendy one day, and I'm just gonna say this about Wendy. Wendy's chromosomes line up very nicely, okay? Girl looked good. And she starts telling me how she just got a $1,300 ticket. As she's telling the story, it's pretty obvious to me that the cop was trying to let her off with a warning, but she went straight hood rat.
How dare you pull me over? You were hiding in the bushes like a homeless bum. You can't hide when you clock people. That's entrapment.
So because she was mouthing off, not only did he give her a speeding ticket, he added on a bunch of fines and then doubled it because she was in a construction zone. When she finished telling me the story, I made a promise, if I ever get the chance to flirt my way out of a ticket, I'm gonna show you how it's done. So a few weeks later, I'm driving, and for those of you familiar with the Orlando area, this is on Old Winter Garden Road. They were turning 2 lanes into 3 lanes, and I'm driving, I look up, massive construction out of nowhere. I realize I'm the only car in this lane. Look over my shoulder, and I start to turn. As I turn into this lane, I realize the car behind me is a cop. This cop speeds up and almost rams me, and then all of a sudden, they put on their sirens, like, so then I'm thinking, what the heck did I do? Like, what was I supposed to crash back there? Like, why are you even trying to pull me over right now? So now here's the picture. I'm in the only lane available, stuck in traffic. This cop is behind me going crazy on the sirens like this is Coachella or Ultrafest. And a bunch of cones and construction to my right. I can't go anywhere. And I'm sitting in the car, kind of just staring through the front window, thinking to myself, there's no way this cop wants me to pull over right here in the middle of the lane. Then I hear,
pull over now! Right now!
That's a lady cop's voice. So I pull over in the construction and there's like massive rocks and Lord knows what over here. All I'm concerned about is not running over a nail at this point. So I turn off my car and I'm like, okay, let's do this. Look up in my rearview mirror and out steps a lady cop. But it wasn't just a female cop. It was a black female cop. And I'm like, yes, it is about to be on like Diddy Kong Racing. I'm about to lay the Mac down so bad you don't even know. Ask about me. So now I've got 2 mission objectives. Objective number 1, flirt with the female cop. Objective number 2, get out of paying a ticket. Now this lady cop doesn't walk up to my driver's side window. She walks up to the passenger side window. Boom, 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 boom. This lady started banging on my window so hard, I thought I was listening to the Jurassic Park soundtrack.
Open this door right now!
Okay.
Roll down the window now!
And I'm sitting there like, what in the what? This is not how I visioned this whole scenario playing out in my head. I make all my movements really slow and awkward just to kind of maybe give her some time to realize how psychotic she's acting right now. I didn't have automatic windows. I had the old school roll down windows, okay? Don't ask, all right? So I lean over real slow. I'm manually rolling this window down and I'm looking at this lady like she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then she starts.
What is your problem? What is your problem? You almost killed me back there. Where did you learn how to drive? Did you learn how to drive at a school for blind people? How long have you had your license?
Since I was 16.
I would,
This lady is talking in like fragments, like she has Tourette's, like she's not even finishing a sentence. She is so mad. You know, I don't see this ending well, so in my mind, I'm just like, I'm gonna have to bust a kamehameha up in this girl's grill, cause she obviously don't know who she's dealing with.
Give me your license register.
And it's at this point that I add a 3rd mission objective to my list. Don't get shot, cause this lady is about 10 seconds away from grabbing her gun, popping some caps off my car, and then claiming self-defense.
I would write you the biggest ticket I've ever written in my life if I was not in a rush.
Oh, you are so lucky right now. You are so lucky right now.
Now, I've joked about the Street Fighter bonus stage in the past, but for the first time, I'm fearful I'm about to be on the receiving end of that, because all I'm waiting for is some random dude to drive by and then yell out, "Round 1, fight!" And this lady goes ballistic. So she yells her head off some more, runs back to her car, and before the smoke even clears, she's gone. And I'm like, what just happened? Okay, mission status. Objective 1, flirt with the lady cop. Failed. Objective 2, get out of paying a ticket. Okay, pass. Objective 3, avoid getting shot up. Pass. As I'm sitting there, it dawned upon me like, I get it. That lady cop obviously is not attracted to Have you ever been cheated on?
Honey, I'm...
Babe, it's not what it looks like. We're just friends.
Unfortunately, there's never been any real consequences for your lying, skanky, trifling, no good, backstabbing significant other until now. Introducing Video Game Revenge! If the person you're dating or married to cheats on you, don't take matters into your own hands. You could face serious fines or even jail time. Simply call the number below, give us the person's name, their home address, and their work address, and we'll go beat the living crap out of them. We offer a variety of video game themed revenge packages. Our newest and most popular is the Grand Theft Auto Package, where we take out their most prized possession with extreme prejudice.
No! That's my neighbor's car. That's my boyfriend's car.
I heard the lady that lives here cheated on her husband, and he called Video Game Revenge, got the Call of Duty package. They came and threw a grenade through her window. Wait, Jason, isn't this your house? It sure is. Thanks, Video Game Revenge. Are you tired of ratchet girls sending your boyfriend Snapchat pictures all day long? It's so annoying. Are you tired of your girlfriend hiding her screen every time she texts someone back?
Every time I come in here and I see you on that computer, you're always on that skank's Facebook page.
Babe, it's a sticker? I couldn't even remove it if I wanted to.
Are you cheating on me?
I'm not even on Facebook. This picture is like of a spaceship or something.
The days of looking like an untrusting, overprotective psycho are over. We can hack their social media and their phones to find out if they really are cheating on you. If you've ever been cheated on, post this video on Facebook, like it on YouTube, or tweet it, and you'll instantly receive 30% off. And trust us, nothing will scare the crap out of your ex more than seeing this video pop up in their feed. They'll be watching their backs for days. But wait, if you call within the next 15 minutes, you'll be eligible for our premium package, Ninjas! Snap Ninjas too? Yes! Awesome!
Oh, hey, Miss Johnson. No, I haven't seen Doug. Actually, I dumped him. Yeah, I found out that he cheated on me with one of his coworkers. I know, right? He's such a b-hole.
So if you or someone you know has been cheated on, give us a call. What are you waiting for?
Yes. Oh, I really like how the buns look. Work it? Yeah. Oh, let me fix the buns. Oh, the sesame seeds look great in this one. Yes, I love it. Now make me hate it. Which filter should I even use? Walden or Nashville? Walden, Nashville. Border? No border. Let's go with border. Hashtag hamburger, hashtag swag, hashtag turned up, hashtag foodie, hashtag DBJ, hashtag don't be jealous, hashtag I know you are jealous, hashtag going on a jog after this. Are you kidding me? Catherine's back with Austin. They've broken up like 8 times already.
Why did you just like her Facebook picture?
I don't like her picture. I like her shoes. Zombies be like, "Urgh." Dead people be like, ugh. Oh my god, this is so funny.
Setcom uplink enabled.
Sorry, guys, they're over here. They're on B-side.
Wait, are you kidding me right now? You have to be kidding me. You're playing video games right now. I took this day off so that we could spend time with each other. This is supposed to be me and you time. I have had it up there. This is really happening. Say goodbye to your Xbox, your PlayStation, and your PC. No more distractions. Work it? Yeah. Oh, let me fix the buns. Walden or Nashville? Walden.
Give me the phone. Excuse me, waiter. Separate checks.
I mean, honestly, the rap game is dying. How'd this song even get on the radio? He's not even saying words, he's just like lifestyle. Like, really? Really? Oh, hold on, it's him. I don't know why you're tripping over that boy. Didn't y'all get married in the sequel? Yeah. That was a movie. We were acting. Me and Aladdin are both single. Okay, what did he say? LOL, sup, kiddo. Like, what does that even mean? No, sorry. He just wants to be friends with benefits. What? Wait, hold on. Look who decided to grace us with her presence. Miss Popular herself, acting all brand new with her Celine bag. This is a no flex zone. She knows better. Like, Frozen was good, but it wasn't that good. You feel me? Oh, shh, hold up. She's coming.
Hey guys!
Hey, Anna. So, Anna, there's this rumor going around that you bought all your Instagram followers? What do you have to say about that?
Oh, that's just a rumor. I think Cinderella started it.
Yeah. Well, you, have 1.9 million followers, but each of your pictures only gets around 10,000 likes, so...
Oh, hey, Rapunzel! 1 second, guys. Rapunzel, girl, what happened to you last night? Like, where did you go? Did you call an Uber?
Her eyebrows aren't even symmetrical in half of her pictures.
Hey, so what should I say back to Aladdin?
Okay, type exactly what I say.
Hey, can you check and see who's texting me?
It's Jasmine.
Oh, okay. What'd she say?
Just got out of class. Want to link up later? You want me to text her back?
No! Bro, do you know... Okay, do you know who you're talking to? I am Prince Ali Ababwa.
If I were you, I'd text her back now. Jasmine's high-key hot.
Hey, don't worry about it. I got gals in different locales, okay?
WT! It says he read it, but he's not typing anything.
Stop overanalyzing everything. It's not that serious.
I think he has a thing for thick girls now. I'm not even in his top friends on Snapchat anymore. It's Pocahontas, Esmeralda, and Black Widow. Maleficent, are you even listening to me?
Are you serious? Anna just uploaded a Kylie Jenner makeup tutorial on YouTube. Are you serious?
Can you stop talking about Anna for 5 seconds? You're obsessed with her.
No, I'm not. That girl is so irrelevant. Sebastian, come in. What's Anna doing? What's her 20?
Anna just walked into Club 33, man. She in VIP with his squad, nicing up the place.
Anna got the club going up? On a Tuesday? Okay. Keep an eye on her and don't lose her this time.
Hey guys.
Mulan, hey, quick question. If you text a guy and he texts back saying, LOL, sup kiddo, what does that mean?
Was there an X at the end of it? What about a winky face?
Nope.
Not even a woman in the red dress?
Nay.
Ugh, he's a player. He just wants to be friends with bennies. You should just move on now before you get hurt.
Retweet. That's what I said. These bros ain't loyal.
Hashtag princess problems.
Wait, hold on. What number is this?
Hello. Who's this? Air traffic control. How'd you get this number? What? Listen, I will fly my magic carpet whenever I want, wherever. You trying to tell me I can't? My magic carpet is made out of Versace, okay? Versace. I got a pet monkey. Get in my tax bracket before you even open your mouth to talk to me. I am the Prince of Agrabah. You know what? I'm sorry. I lost my cool for a second. I was raised in the streets. My hood sometimes flares up. You're just doing your job. I'm sorry. You know what? You're right. I won't fly my magic carpet made out of Versace over the airport anymore. Okay. Yes. Okay, bye-bye.
Hey, so whatever happened with you and Belle?
Gals in different locales, son. Actually, you know what? I haven't texted her in a while. Let me holla at her right quick.
It's Aladdin.
What'd he say?
He wants to know if I wanna...
If you want to hang out at Hollywood Studios, right?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Aladdin's a player, girl. Everybody knows. I saw him smooching with Tiana the other day.
Alright, what should I say back to him?
Woman! Don't you know how to play the game? If you text him back immediately, you'll look like you're thirsty. Text him back in 3.5 days.
3 days? You text Sora from Kingdom Hearts every 10 minutes.
Yeah, because I'm not into him like that. I'm into Flynn Rider. So I only text him twice a week. Watch, let me show you how this is done.
I mean, I'd like to join a Disney gang, but all they do is argue with other gangs on Twitter.
Or, even better than what you just said, we should go to Anaheim and start our own Disney gang and call it Andy's Toys. Oh, and check it out. And Toy Story Mania could be our turf. Tell me that's not gangsta.
So trill.
Wait, did you just get a text and reply to it that fast?
Yeah, it was Ariel.
Dude, it's super unattractive when you reply too fast. Like, aren't you listening to anything I say?
I don't really like Ariel like that, though. I mean, I'm kind of into Jasmine, just to be honest, but I think she's way into you.
If you want to holler at Jasmine, you go right on ahead, okay? I got gals in different locales. You know who you talking to? Prince Aliyababa.
Why is it so hard to get a boyfriend nowadays? I'm a total package, except without the package.
Is that Aladdin?
Ugh, no. It's Flynn Rider.
Oh, girl, he's kind of cute. What did he say?
What it do, Cookie Boo? ...
He's totally flirting right now.
But I don't like Flynn like that, though. I like Aladdin. Okay, now he's saying you want to come over later and play COD. What does that mean?
Ew! He wants you to play with fish?
Boys are weird.
Hey, Bruce. Some of my friends who worked in the film industry saw The Dark Knight Rises, and they said there were a lot of problems with the third act. They also said that they were expecting to see an action movie, and that the movie didn't really have that much action in it, so they kind of want their money back.
Robin, can't you see I'm busy doing detective work? Why don't you go play Call of Duty and leave me alone before I pimp slap you back to that orphanage? Tell your stupid little friends, no refunds! Are these your friends who want their money back?
Yeah?
Okay. I don't know how you guys found my secret Batcave, but here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna give you to the counter. Robin, raise up on these clowns. Mr. Wayne, you merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it.
Master Wayne, I just came down to remind you about your 2 o'clock appointment. Oh my! I swore to your mother and father that I would protect you. Stand aside!
I escaped from a prison in a third world country. Did you really think I would never escape from this tiny little shell?
What are you?
I am Gotham's Reckoning. I have an army and I have a nuclear bomb. Get on my level.
Oh yeah? Well, we have a cult.
Well, okay. How's it going, guys? Video blog time. Okay. You're probably wondering why I'm in 2D as opposed to 3D. Well, you know, I was feeling animated. Get it? I was feeling animated? Okay. Whatever. Okay, let me start off with some shout-outs. First of all, shout-outs to every single one of you guys who have subscribed to the video blogs over on YouTube. We should talk about Airplane Girl. I've left you guys hanging long enough. I don't know if you're ready for Airplane Girl. Let me call my cousin Shane. I've been meaning to put him on these video blogs for a while now. Let me call him up. Hold on 1 second here.
Hello?
Okay, so question. Can I tell these people about Airplane Girl yet? I remember you were telling me to hold off on it, so...
Oh, yeah, you can. I haven't watched the last one yet.
You hadn't seen the last one?
No, not yet.
I don't know if they're ready for Airplane Girl yet, man. You know, I gotta keep them coming back, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what a good story would be.
Maybe I'll show them how I make beats this next one.
How what?
How I do the beat, like the beat making process.
Yeah, you could. Because you haven't really put much of that out there yet.
Exactly. So, you know, in the first blog I told them about all the hobbies, and then we'll go into all the hobbies. So maybe we'll go into the music one now.
Hey, did you move into a new room?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you could tell. Very good. Very good observation.
Is it the office?
No, Deka's moving above the garage, so I pretty much have all above the stairs to myself now, so...
Oh.
Yes, sir. Okay, I think that's what I'll do then. I'll make the music one and save Airplane Girl maybe for next time.
Are you already off work?
Yes, sir. I got cut like 30 minutes early today.
Yeah.
Alright, bro.
Alright, man. I'll talk to you later.
See you. Bye-bye.
Okay, Music Generator 2. Here's what we're working with. MTV. Very good program. I love this thing. I really, really do. Alright, so this is the opening screen. It's what it looks like. It's pretty bare and simple and nothing to do. First thing I always do is go right for the hi-hats. That's how I start all of my music. So this is me shopping for hi-hats. Normally I always go with 1980 closed. So I just lay these down, drop them in here. This is basically how you get the music to play. That's how I always start it, just like this. So you just drop that in there, and it's just bars. You just drop them in and play. So you get to see what it's like. Then I always change the tempo. 150 is what I normally keep it at. Sometimes it's 155, so you can see the tempo now is different. Alright, so we get that going. Once I have the hi-hat set up, the next thing I always go for is melody. Those are the things at the top of the screen there. So we got the USB. We're going for the Beat It remix. So I have the Beat It. I have my iPod plugged into this program, and I have Beat It running on it. So right now I'm just looking for a clean note. There's a clean note right there, so we just delete it. We're trying to get a clean note so we can just modify it to how I please. And there's a clean note. So we're okay, we like that, we accept it, and then so you see you can just drop it and just play with the pitch, go higher or lower. So once I find what I like, okay, just drop it in here and it plays just like the hi-hats do. So you add and delete according to however you want it to sound. And then I always go in and add a reverb just to give it that nice non-artificial sound. So that's what it sounds like once it's all put together. So it's slowly starting to come together. This is how it works. Go in, go for the second note, because we want to replicate the intro. Add the reverb to it. Drag it out a little bit. Here's what it sounds like. So we're trying to do the intro to beat it, but we're just going to keep that intro going for the entire song. So you see it's starting to come together now. So I loop that, and then I just play. After that, here's my favorite part. Well, not my favorite, second favorite part is the kick drums. This is where you add all the bass and the heavy hitting stuff. So the same way you did the melody and the hi-hats, now you come in and you add the drums. Play that along with it. And this is my favorite, the snares. That 909 snare too is probably, I love it. I really love that snare. The sound is just like my signature sound there. So we just drop that in the same way we do the other ones. It really looks easy, but it takes a good amount of time to get fast like this. So you see how it's slowly starting to come together. My sister calls this the Tetris game because when you get really good at it, you fill the screen up and it looks like you're playing Tetris. So here's something I like to do too. Is I get funky with the snares. I go in there and really play with the snares as much as possible just to give it that, futuristic, not generic sound like you hear on a lot of these other hip-hop beats. They don't pay attention to the snares. See, like that, just little accents like that, because I mean, when you really, listen to it, you'll see. These are like paintings, each one of those blocks are like paint strokes, so you really have to demonstrate as much as you can. But that's how they all come together. So if you guys go over to www.myspace.com/sWooZie06, you can download it. Here's a sample. I'm going to let you guys hear what it sounds like. I'm going to give you a few seconds to really soak it in, because this is the finished product. If you want to download it, go over to that MySpace.
So for my last senior skip day, all the seniors went down to Daytona Beach. There was this girl I was talking to, her name was Yvette. She called me up the night before and she was like, "Are you going to the beach tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Yee." And she goes, "Can I ride with you?" And I was like, "Girl, yee." We drive down to Daytona Beach, all the seniors are there, we all have fun. Things start winding down and then Yvette comes up to me and she was like, "Hey, to my friends from my class, can you maybe give them a ride back to school?" And I'm like, "Yee." Go to leave, Yvette and her friends come over. About a mile up the road, I'm driving, and to my right, there's a shopping plaza. Nobody's in front of me, and to my immediate left, there's a turning lane, and I see a cop facing me in that turning lane. As I'm about to go past this cop, he slams on the gas and darts across like into the shopping plaza, and I have to slam on the brakes to not T-bone this dude. About half a mile up the road, I'm driving, I look into my rear view, and guess who I see flying up? Yeah, okay, here we go. Pull over, turn my car off, and then I hear him in the back, "Get out the car, kneel!" Open the door, get out, he runs up on me. "What are you doing?" So then I'm like, what are you talking about? You sped up to try to hit me. And you wouldn't have killed me, you would have killed my partner. He points back at his SUV, and I look in the passenger seat, and there's this old dude that has no business still being in the line of duty. This guy looks like he's 99 years old. If this guy was ever on duty by himself, I'd have to jump out and chase the perp. Like, the dude would have been in Cancun by the time this old cop ever got out the car. I can't flirt my way out of a ticket. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm black and I'm male, and that's 3 strikes. So I gotta think outside the box whenever it's a traffic stop. My angle is confusion. So when you look at me sometimes by the way I'm dressed, you see straight out of Compton, but as soon as I open my mouth, you get Carlton from Fresh Prince. "Officer, what's going on? Like, I obey the laws of the road. I just accepted the Lord Jesus Christ as my savior.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
I'm so concerned right now." And then he keeps going, "You got any drugs on you?" And before I could even process if that was a racial poke or not, this guy starts patting down my sides. I don't even have any pockets, whatever. I let him do his thing. And then he notices I have a car full of females. He looks in and he looks at the girls and he's like, "Ladies, are you okay?" Hand to God, this is what he says next. "Are any of you in this car against your will?" Dude is about to pull out a teddy bear like, "Show me on this teddy bear where he touched you." Then the cop made me pop my trunk. As he's looking through my trunk, like I look back at his partners, I don't even know if this dude is awake. His eyes are squinted. He's not moving, like, dude is probably dead. And I'm thinking to myself, we need to hurry this whole interaction up because if his partner dies from natural causes, he's gonna pin that on me somehow. Closes the trunk and he looks at me and he's like, "Listen, you need to learn how to drive before you kill yourself or somebody else around you, okay?" Pull up to my high school, all the girls jump out. The next day, what I didn't realize is a bunch of people saw all these cute girls get in my car, and a bunch of people at school saw me drop these cute girls off. Rumor mill caught this. People in Spanish class were like, "Yo, bro, I heard you be hanging out with some bad chicks, yo. Let me get one, son." So for the last 3 weeks, a bunch of girls are giving me attention that never gave me attention ever because of some rumor. So, long game, racial profiling cop 0, sWooZie 1. Before I got the job at Disney, I went to MGM Studios to be a part of the live studio audience when they were filming one of the episodes of Mickey Mouse Club. At the end of every show, the cast members would spell Mickey's name, and then music would start playing and everybody starts dancing. So I went there with my boys Paul and Josh, and we're in the audience, and the cameras are rolling, and the episode ends, and the cast members are all singing, lights start flashing, everybody gets up and starts dancing. But for whatever reason, I just wasn't feeling it. So the song finishes, and the production guy comes out on the microphone, and he's like, "Okay, good job, guys, but we need to do it again, because we're picking up some people on camera who aren't dancing." Everybody in the audience kind of giggles a little bit and looks at me, Paul, and Josh. And just then I look up on the stage and I see this blonde kid who's one of the cast members. He leans over to another girl cast member and whispers something in her ear. And they both look over at me and just start laughing out loud. And I'm like, "Oh, y'all got jokes? Okay, play the music again, see what happens." Okay, we're gonna start it over again. Remember, guys, big smiles, look happy, and don't forget to dance. Ready? 3, 2. Oh, I get up. And every time I see a camera with the red light on, I do my best to kind of lean into frame with my hands folded, staring back at the cameraman, looking like I hate my life. I get home and they finally air the episode I was on a few weeks later, and you start to see my elbow slide into the frame, and they just cut to another shot. And they finally show the master shot with everybody dancing, and they superimposed Mickey over me, Paul, and Josh in the background.
Turns out that blonde kid that was laughing at me, his name was like Justin Timber something. I don't know. Like he got a record deal and made a Christmas album. But yeah, I only acted rebellious at Disney when I felt disrespected. To be honest with you guys, the night that I snuck back into the park and rode all the rides and ate all that food, that was my kamikaze mission. Because I knew my face would have popped up on somebody's camera somewhere. Nothing happened. Nobody saw me. But I still knew that I kind of had to quit. Like, any of you guys ever had that job that you loved or just really liked, but there was a supervisor or manager and they just made your job so stressful for no reason? But it was cool. I already made the most out of my experience working for Disney. Or so I thought, because one day I go into Take 5, that's the cast member employee break room lunch area, and I overhear some of the college program kids talking. And for anybody that doesn't know, the college kids from all over the world, UK, Australia, Canada, they all come down, they get assigned to work at one of the Disney parks, Disney provides housing for them, and then Disney automatically takes rent out of their paychecks. And the only one I kept hearing about was Vista Way. For some reason, like I would never get details, but I'd always hear people saying Vista Way. And they always say it like that, like they're getting a massage while they say like Vista Way. I'm at Take 5, these college kids next to me, they start talking and I'm eavesdropping now, and their conversation opened my eyes. Remember how I left House of Blues early and went back to Vista Way? Yeah. Well, I was walking to my room and I kinda ran into Ashley and we ended up making out. Dude, no way, she's so hot. And I made out with Taylor too. No way, dude, I've had a crush on her for like ever. I know, and I still made out with her. But it gets better, because you know Pam? Made out with her too. Dude, 3 girls in one night? Like, were you like room hopping and making out with all these girls? No, I made out with all of them. At the same time. So now I'm doing Google search trying to find blueprints to Vista Way. See, I was that 17-year-old that had still not kissed a girl. And this guy over here is making out with more girls than I hug in a single day. And the only way you can get into Vista Way is if you get signed in by a cast member who's staying there. Now, we had people that stayed at Vista Way who worked at Indiana Jones with me, but none of them really associated with me because the black man, you know, we're just going to call the black manager Ron. Ron would go out of his way to punk me in front of all my other coworkers, so none of them wanted to really associate with me. But one day we get this new girl, Amy. Really cute Asian girl, and she had a really awesome personality, and that made her even cooler. And me and her just hit it off instantly. Anyways, what me and Amy started doing, we started park hopping just to find hot spots around Disney parks that had really good food. Fast forward a little bit, Amy has the day off. I'm standing at Greeter in front of Indiana Jones, and this guy comes up to me. Hey, are you a Donde? Yeah. Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm friends with Amy, and I'm one of the characters. Oh, hey, what's up? Well, you know, any friend of Amy is instantly a friend of mine. What's up? Could you possibly maybe give me a ride home? Yeah, no problem. Are you sure it's okay? Because I hate to ask, but I just don't feel like waiting on that stupid bus. Yeah, no, it's not even a problem, man. Like, where do you live? Vista Way. What? Vista Way. Why are we still talking? Get in the car right now. I teleported it. Let's go. I'm driving and he's telling me where to turn, and in my head I'm just like, yes! I am kissing at least one girl. Esta noche. We pull up at the entrance, and the first thing I notice is how fortified this place is. They got 3 security guards, motorized gates, dogs with lasers on their heads, watchtowers with spotlights. It felt like I was pulling up to the entrance of Jurassic Park. These guys seriously were acting like they had velociraptors up in here. Pull up to the gate, guard stopped me. How can I help you? Yeah, I'm just here taking my BFF, Brendan. I'm taking Brendan, my BFF, home. It's right inside there. I'm in building 301. Okay, you get out here, walk to your building. I can't drop him? I mean, he's been standing all day, sir. What kind of a friend? I mean, I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't go inside there, past the gate, and drop him. I am not happy as I leave. I pull away, and I'm sizing this whole place up. Y'all already know what's about to go down. Y'all know what I'm thinking. Because I don't care if I got a Shawshank Redemption my way over or under that fence, I'm getting up in here. Over the next week and a half, I'm just thinking about anything I could possibly do to infiltrate this complex. But one day, I just kicked back into my I don't care mode, and I was like, Vista Way, no Vista Way. I don't even care anymore. But I could feel my last day at Disney was about to happen. Like, some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, when you have a job, and you kind of feel that you're about to be, like, fired, or you're gonna quit. So, I kind of took matters into my own hands with this whole last day business. I went and got both my ears pierced. I knew there was no way I can go into work with both my ears pierced. I am quitting today. I go in, some manager is about to get my name and my name tag imprinted on their cheek. Our first show finishes and we're cleaning up the theater, and then suddenly I hear, "Scrub the ground!" What is this music doing playing at Disney? And guys, this is my last day, so I don't even care. I just stop cleaning and just walk off. I go to investigate. So I just follow the music and I turn the corner. All I see is an explosion of cheerleaders everywhere. And for any of you cast members, past or current, watching this video that have ever worked at Disney for a year plus, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the cheerleaders. Every year, there's a national cheerleading competition that's held at Disney World, and thousands of high school cheerleaders from all over America invade Disney for 3 days. I had never seen so many girls in one place in my entire life. I felt like I was in a music video. And these girls did not look like they were doing any cheer routines I had ever seen before. These ladies were dropping it like it's hot. My mind was blown. I instantly run back to Indiana Jones to tell my coworkers, I'm like, guys, there's like 500 girls here. Adonde, man, they've been here since Thursday. We even hung out with some of them last night after work, bro. Wait, y'all are messing with me, right? Nope. Where'd y'all go? And what did y'all do? You know what, man? Don't even worry about it. There are hundreds of high school cheerleaders here. I am getting my first kiss today. Get to wardrobe, I get a beanie. Run back to the greeter spot. Guess who comes strolling around the corner? Yep, a manager. And it was a new manager. Never seen this guy before, and I'm just like, crap. He walks up next to me, and in my peripheral vision, I see him look at me, then look away. And then he looks at me like he's gonna say something, and he's like, and looks away. And then he finally speaks. He's like, "Hi." "Hey. How are you doing today?" "Fine." "So, why are you wearing that winter cap when it's 90 degrees outside?" "Reasons." "Medical reasons?" And I knew this guy was not gonna just drop it. So I just lifted up the right side of my beanie and showed him my earring.
Oh, no! Bless my stars, you have earrings! No!
"Rodriguez to any manager by Epic?" And I'm like, no! This is my moment right here, thug life. "This is Richard."
I've got a code, I've got an employee, situation.
"Okay, 56 me at the nose." I turn the corner and there's this female manager I'd never seen before, and Richard. Now when it comes to managers that hated me, Richard was number 2 in command right behind Ron. So as soon as Richard sees that it's me that comes around the corner, he just starts smiling. This big, cartoonish Kool-Aid smile on his face. We get over to him and he's like, "What's the problem?" The manager doesn't tell him, he just kind of looks at me. And at this point, you know, I'm not even gonna say anything to any of these people. I just raise up my beanie and show him my earring. "Oh, Adonde, you know better than this. Okay, you know what? We'll just make this real simple for you. We're gonna send you home. Don't come back until you take your earrings out." And you guys know when you take a piece of paper and you crumple it up and you throw it into the trash and miss and have to do that walk of shame? Pick that piece of paper up and throw it back in? Yeah. Amplify that by 1,000,000. And you have an idea of what my final walk off Disney property was like. Because there were high school cheerleaders everywhere. I'm walking down Commissionary Lane and I saw something that almost had me rip my earrings out and run back into work. There was like 5 white girls all doing the Tootsie Roll. I thought I was looking at CGI because I didn't even know this was possible for white girls to be doing the Tootsie Roll this good. And even to this day, that was the last time I stepped foot into a Disney park. And I went home and just never. Now, I've always wanted to tell a story for you guys, and in the story, I'm actually telling a story, and I think this is the video blog I'm actually going to attempt to do this for the first time. Alright, so one night, me and my friend Bernard, we were just hanging out, started talking about high school, and eventually somehow we worked our way to prom. I was telling him how my prom night was actually pretty interesting, mostly due to the fact that it wasn't contained to just one night. You know, Bernard's like, "What do you mean it wasn't just contained to one night?" So then naturally, I had to start the story from the beginning now. And I'll start you guys from the beginning too, okay? Let's go back to the middle school days. Now, my middle school, my parents sent me to this private Baptist school where they didn't have prom.
You know, the teachers would always tell us, we know what you kids do on prom night, so we're never, ever gonna have a prom at this school. So in my head, you know, I was always thinking I'd never have a prom because I thought I was going to graduate from high school in this private school. But then in the 9th grade, I started going to a public school, so that kind of put me in direct path with prom that I wouldn't have at that private school. All right, so fast forward 3 years to the magical night. My mom let me borrow her 1993 Toyota Corolla, and to me, it was like a Lexus, because my car at the time was this 1979 Mazda 3-door hatchback. Not the car you want to be seen in, especially on prom night. Alright, so my prom date at the time was actually this girl that I've been crushing on for a while, and you know, she's the kind of girl that's always had a boyfriend, and she didn't really seem to like me like that anyways, but 2 weeks before prom, her and her boyfriend broke up. So I don't remember if I asked her to be my date or if she asked me, but she ended up being my date. And let me tell you, I have never seen this girl looking this good. So as we're driving to prom, a little voice in the back of my head is wondering, I know she just broke up with her man, but I wonder if we're gonna do that thing that kids do on prom night. You know, it's just a little voice in the back of my head. Our prom was held at a ballroom at one of those fancy Disney hotels by Pleasure Island. So me and my date get there, and I meet up with my friend Will. Some of you guys might remember him from the Sarasota videos. Yeah, we were high school buddies. That's where we met. So I met up with Will and his date, and we all grab a table, and we all just start talking. So after being there for about 15 minutes, my date turns to me, and she's like, do you want to dance? And I'm like, you know, not right now. Let's see. The thing that she didn't know is how good I could actually dance. Like, everybody knew I could break dance at the time, but I had never done any other kind of dancing in public. So I knew how good I could dance, you know, because I was dancing around my house every day while I play the music on the radio, but, you know, nobody else really knew. And then suddenly, the DJ put on the next song, and I hear... Suddenly I feel something in my body, like as soon as I heard that bass kick in, I felt like David Banner transforming into the Hulk. Yeah, the beast was about to be released, and there was like nothing I could do to stop it. So I grabbed my date without saying a word to her and pulled her out onto the dance floor. So then Bernard interrupts the story and he's like, wait, you were booty dancing? And I told him, I'm like, yeah, bro, I wasn't always the goody-goody that you know today. The younger version of me had a little sprinkle of wildness in him. I mean, I was all over my date, and judging by the huge grin she had on her face, she seemed like she was loving every single second of it. You know, I kind of felt like she had always wanted to do this with me, but never really had the chance to. You know, and I'm noticing all the other guys around me, and they're looking all stiff and robotic, like RoboCop. You know, they're trying to dance, but they just can't keep up with their girls. And, you know, because their girls have the coordination, but the guys just have no lower torso movement whatsoever. And here I am looking like the T-1000 from the Terminator 2 movies. You know, like liquid on the dance floor, bending my girl all around in these crazy positions like a gymnast, you know? And Bernard is cracking up at this point. So the booty music plays for about 15 minutes, and then the DJ went right into the breakdancing music. And I look up, and through all the darkness, I meet eyes with Willie. And suddenly, I just see him give me this devilish smile. And then a circle forms around him, and he just hits the floor. So then I turn to my date, and I'm just like, yo, I'll be right back, okay? And I start pushing my way through the crowd, because now everybody that's around Will isn't dancing. They're just cheering him on like, go, go, go. And then I jump in the cypher right there with my boy. And he's doing his UFOs and his tabletops and his crickets. And then I jump in and I start busting out my windmills and, you know, a flare or two. And me and him, and we're just taking turns. And then two other kids that break dance at our school, they jump in the circle and we all had this rotation going. It was crazy. Everybody was screaming. We were popping, locking for about like 5 minutes.
It is nuts, man. And then the DJ switches back to regular music, and we stop breaking, and then we go back to dancing with our girls. So a few minutes after I start dancing with my date, random girls started coming up to me and tapping me on the shoulder, like, Adonde, come dance with me next, okay? And I'd be like, oh yeah, no, okay, I will. But me and my date had so much chemistry on the dance floor that I honestly didn't realize how much time was passing as we were dancing. So then suddenly one of the first girls that came and asked me to dance with me about 20 minutes ago just pulls me away from my prom date, and she's like, it's my turn. So now the girl that stole me away, her name is Marsha. Me and Marsha, we're dancing, and it's not as crazy as me and my prom date were dancing, and she's like, where did you learn how to dance like that with a girl? Didn't you come from a private school? I know you didn't learn how to dance all to booty music at that private school. And I'm like, so we start talking and we're laughing, and then she says, hey, I have a hotel room about 10 minutes away from here. If you want to bring your prom date by, you guys can hang out for a little bit. You guys are more than welcome. We'll just have a few people over. You're more than welcome to stop by if you want to. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll ask my prom date, and I don't think she'll have a problem with it. So I go back and I start dancing with my prom date for another hour until prom pretty much ends. So me and my prom date leave once prom is over, and we head to my car, and we're both covered in each other's sweat as we're walking. We're both gasping for air, trying to catch our breath. And then I realized that I only sat down for the first 15 minutes of prom, and then I danced pretty much for 2 hours straight. And I didn't really have any intentions on dancing that night. So we both sit down in my car, and then suddenly my pager goes off. See, back when I was a senior, the cell phones were like the same ones they had at Desert Storm. So they were huge, but you were still kind of cool because you had a cell phone when nobody else could afford one. So, and it wasn't even mine, it was my mom's, but still. So I call the number, and it's Marsha, and she's like, hey, are you guys still coming? So I turn to my date, and I'm like, hey, a few friends of mine, they got a hotel room, and they want to know if we want to stop by. And she's like, oh yeah, no, cool, let's go. So I start the car, and then we drive over to Marsha's hotel. So now as we walk to her room, that voice in my head chimes in again, and it's like, I wonder if me and my date are gonna do that thing that kids do on prom night. Then I start to wonder, what if I walk into this hotel room and like all the people in the room are hooking up, and me and my date kind of walk right into the middle of it. So we get to the room, and Marsha lets us in, and I walk in, and instantly I notice the first connecting bedroom door is closed. And think, oh, okay, there's people in there because the lights are off, and that room looks occupied. Okay, so then I look into the living room section, and there's like 8 of some of the most popular kids in school, and they're just all sitting around, cuddling with their dates as they watch a movie. In my head, I'm like, what? You guys are supposed to be doing that thing that kids do on prom night. It was kind of a shell shock that kids were actually doing other stuff like regular kid stuff on prom night. I had always been conditioned from my teachers at the private school that every kid gets crazy, but even the most popular kids in school are just hanging out, not doing crazy stuff, acting normal, being very responsible. So I sit on the couch, and my date comes and she sits on my lap, and we just start to cuddle a little bit as we watch TV with everybody. So now as the movie starts to end, that same voice in my head comes back, and it's like, well, Adonde, I suddenly don't think you'll be doing that thing that kids do on prom night. So after the movie ends, me and my date, we get up and we say bye to everybody, and we go back to my car. And it's like 4 a.m. now. So as soon as I sit down in my seat, a huge wave of fatigue hits me. Like all the dancing with my prom date and all the break dancing with Willie just all of a sudden hit me like a ton of bricks. So then, I tell my date, like, I need some help driving you home because I'm very bad when I get behind the wheel and I'm sleepy. And she's like, okay, I'll help you. So as I drive, my eyes keep getting heavier and heavier. Like they're so heavy as I'm driving. And she's apparently wide awake. Every time I start to swerve, she'd be like, Adonde. And then I'd snap out of it for about 4 minutes and get back on the road. And then my eyes would get heavy again and I'd start to swerve. It was like a vicious cycle. But we finally get to her house and I pull up in her driveway. And at this point, I am in total zombie mode. Like my eyes were barely open.
I don't even look at her. I just keep looking out the windshield and I'm just like, thanks for coming to prom with me. And she's like, you're welcome. And then there's a slight pause. Now, if I wasn't so tired, I would have noticed that pause, but I didn't because I was so sleepy. So about 2 weeks later, I get a phone call from my prom date. So, we're on the phone and we're talking about prom night, and then she tells me that she feels bad because she stopped me from dancing with all the other girls who wanted to dance with me. I'm like, oh no, trust me, I had so much fun dancing with you that night that I didn't even realize how much time was passing. And then she says, Adonde, I was very mad at you though after you dropped me at my house. And I'm like, why were you mad at me? She says, you were so tired, I couldn't even get a goodnight kiss out of you. And I'm like, gasp! You wanted to kiss me? She was like, yeah, I wanted to kiss you, but you were so sleepy, I couldn't, and you didn't even look at me when we pulled up in my driveway. I'm like, what did she just say? Then she was like, I actually wanted to do a lot more with you than just kiss, but if you were too tired to even give me a kiss, I knew we couldn't even take it there. After she said that, I had to pick my jaw up off the floor with both my hands. I could not believe my ears. No girl has ever told me flat out like that. Ever. And this girl wasn't even my girlfriend, so after I gather my thoughts, I start talking again and kind of work into the conversation like, well, prom was really just a school dance. If you ever wanted to kiss me or even maybe more, we could do that at any time. So, I tried to insert a little bit of humor, and I was like, I work on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have off, and I have the whole house to myself. And she's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. So I try to continue the joke even more, so then it seems less awkward when she rejects me. So I'm like, yeah, you could come over, and, I just got a brand new camcorder, and we could do whatever you want to do, and we could videotape the whole thing. And then she's like, that actually sounds like fun. What time should I come over on Tuesday? And then I'm like, are you serious? And she says, well, I'm serious if you're serious. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. Tuesday around 11 in the afternoon. So then she says, well, okay, if I come over and we do this thing that kids do on prom night, we'll just codename it that. If we do this thing that kids do on prom night and we videotape it, can I get a copy of it? And I'm like, mm-hmm. So then Bernard interrupts and he's like, bro, are you serious? She really said that? And I'm like, yeah, man, no lie. Now, the thing about it is, back then with the whole saving myself till marriage thing, my whole philosophy was, okay, if my girlfriend didn't want to do it until we're married, then that's cool. But if I had a girlfriend and she didn't care if we did it before marriage or what, then I was okay with that too. So then Bernard's like, okay, but what happened? Did she come over?